During the hours in which our team was monitoring approvals, which is in general from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m., the response time was actually pretty fast. Within an hour of requests, the antibiotics were approved. We found that the most common request for antibiotics include levofloxacin and fluconazole, which is not unexpected given the frequency that those antibiotics are typically used. And our most common indication was for prophylaxis, so patients who are immunosuppressed and need prophylaxis for bacterial or fungal infections, or patients with surgical prophylaxis who typically have allergies to penicillin, so they need to use antibiotics like levofloxacin. But the most commonly infection being treated for requested antibiotics was pneumonia, which is also not surprising, but it allows us to get a better sense of which antibiotics are being used, are there any changes over time, and what indications are being requested. So for quality improvement initiatives, that can also help us target those areas. This was actually very quickly adopted by our prescribers. Before this process was implemented, we would routinely have safety reports, safety events for missed pages. Since the implementation of the software, we actually have had none of those, which is great. It also allows me to audit the process as well to make sure that pages or requests are being responded to in a timely fashion. But the prescribers that enter the requests have been 100% pleased because it's more of an efficient process for them. They can just submit the request and just wait for a reply, and they don't have to wait by their phone for a callback. Our team is also increasantly pleased with the process because they get to see on their end what indication the antibiotic is being requested for, and often have a fair amount of clinical information that comes through with that request as well. So they feel like they're more informed in the process. So in many cases, they don't even need to talk to the prescriber before they approve the request. It also easily lists the provider's information, so it's very easy to call the provider if there are any questions. So it's no surprise that there is an exponential increase in uptake over the year of 2017 after the app was implemented, to the point now that we've actually been completely able to get rid of the pager. So now all of our prior authorizations are coming through the Ellume software.